This is the Scorecard, where you score the latest sports news and in-depth views. I'm Anton Roxas. On the Scorecard tonight, Pfister Brothers lead the Philippines to their first curling win in the Asian Winter Games. Boxing showdown, IBA takes legal swing at IOC over Olympic gender role. Mench Dizon makes history as the first Filipina to conquer both the World Marathon Challenge and Majors. Filipino sniper Oheb joins Team Liquid PH for MPL Philippines Season 15. In the NBA, Luka makes his Lakers debut, teams up with LeBron in a blowout win over the Jazz. While Curry drops 38 as the Warriors roll past the Bucks. And we have the PVL star setter, Cayuna. All the headlines and more on the Scorecard tonight, the 11th of February. Now here's our roundup. Mark and Enrico Pfister powered the Philippines to a 4-1 victory over Kazakhstan, securing their first win in the men's curling event at the 9th Asian Winter Games in Harbin, China. Teaming up with Alan Frey and Christian Haller, the Phil-Swiss duo bounced back from a tough 6-1 loss to South Korea, outplaying the Kazakh squad. The Filipino curlers were eyeing back-to-back wins against Kyrgyzstan last night and looking to stay in medal contention with another crucial match against Taiwan. Now over on the women's side, the Kathleen Duberstein-led squad absorbed its first defeat, a close 6-4 battle against Japan after dominant wins over Hong Kong and Qatar. Alongside Leilani Sumbilio and Sheila Mariano and Ann Bonacci, the team is gunning for a semifinal spot in the 9-team tournament. In boxing, the battle isn't just in the ring, it's now heading to the courtroom. The International Boxing Association has announced legal action against the International Olympic Committee over the participation of Algeria's Imain Khalif and Taiwan's Lin Yuting in the Paris Olympics. Both boxers were barred from the IBA's 2023 World Championships due to gender eligibility tests, but the IOC cleared them to compete in Paris, where they went on to win gold. Now, the IBA is challenging that decision, filing complaints in Switzerland, France, and the US. In a fiery statement, IBA President Umar Kremlev even linked the move to former US President Donald Trump's recent order banning transgender athletes from women's sports. However, the IOC was quick to respond, calling the lawsuit part of the IBA's ongoing grudge match against them, claiming that the two athletes are not transgender but were born and raised as women and have always competed in the women's category, slamming the IBA's decision to disqualify them without due process in 2023. The bigger picture, this lawsuit adds another round to the IBA versus IOC saga, a long-running fight that started when the IOC expelled the IBA from the Olympic movement due to alleged governance and financial concerns. 7 marathons, 7 continents, 7 days. Mench Dizon just achieved the unimaginable, becoming the first Filipina to complete both the World Marathon Challenge and the World Marathon Majors, a groundbreaking feat in Philippine sports. The World Marathon Challenge is a brutal test of stamina. 7 42.2-kilometer marathons across 7 continents in 7 days. Mench battled extreme conditions to finish in Antarctica, Africa, Australia, Asia, Europe, South America, and North America. Crossing the finish line in Miami on February 6, 2025, she secured her place in history. A marathoner since 2008, Mench earned the coveted 6-star medal in 2017 after conquering all world marathon majors in the Tokyo, Boston, London, Berlin, Chicago, and New York City. Now, she joins an elite global group of runners who have completed both the majors and the challenge, following Dr. Potenciano Yong Larazabal III, 2020, and Filipino-American Julie Oy Chiat. Beyond the race, Mench aimed to raise 7 million pesos to build a digital education center for the Sisters of Mary School. empowering 8,000 underprivileged students with skills in blockchain, AI, and emerging technologies. Team Liquid Philippines has officially welcomed Oheb Soriano, the Filipino sniper, to their roster ahead of MPL Philippines Season 15. Oheb, a three-time MPL Philippines champion and former Blacklist international star, takes over the gold lane, filling in for Benny QT, with head coach Rodel R.C. Cruz returning from Myanmar's Falcon Esports. The Cavalry is gearing up for another title run. Formerly known as Echo Philippines, Team Liquid Philippines boasts an impressive track record, winning MPL Philippines Season 11 and 13, plus the M4 World Championship, where they denied Blacklist International's back-to-back dreams. Now, Oheb joins an all-star lineup featuring Carl Z, Sanford, Sanji, Yuxi, and JP. Will Team Liquid Philippines reclaim the throne in MPL Philippines Season 15? Stay tuned. Now, in the NBA, Luka Doncic's Lakers era has officially begun, and it kicked off in style. Just over a week after the trade that rocked the NBA, Doncic took the floor in his purple and gold debut, helping the Lakers cruise to a 132-113 win over the Utah Jazz. The sold-out Crypto.com arena crowd gave him a hero's welcome, erupting as he was announced last in the starting lineup. Doncic wasted little time, making an impact, drilling a three-pointer early in the game and finishing with 14 points, 5 rebounds, and 4 assists in just 24 minutes. While still shaking off some rust after missing weeks with a calf injury, he showed flashes of his usual brilliance.
The way they received me, everybody, teammates, front office, everybody here. I heard a lot of noise when I was introduced, so I really appreciate it. It was a special moment. I was just happy to be on the court again.
LeBron James, back after a one-game absence, led the Lakers with 24 points, 8 assists, and 7 rebounds. Austin Reeves and Rui Hachimura also stepped up, helping LA secure its 32nd win of the season. Now, on the other side, Utah had a tough night. Lauri Markkanen struggled from deep with only 1 of 8, but still led the Jazz with 17 points. John Collins added 17 points and 11 rebounds, while Jordan Clarkson finished with 16. With Doncic now in the mix, the Lakers look even more dangerous. And if Monday night was any indication, Laker fans are in for an exciting ride. Meanwhile, Stephen Curry was on fire, pouring in a season-high 38 points as the Golden State Warriors turned it up in the fourth quarter to take down the Milwaukee Bucks 125-111. Jimmy Butler settling in nicely with his new squad, stuffed the stat sheet with 20 points, 9 boards, and 6 assists. Buddy Hield chipped in with 16, while Quinton Post and Moses Moody added 13 each to keep the Warriors rolling. Milwaukee, playing on back-to-back nights after a high-scoring win over the Sixers, was once again without Giannis Antetokounmpo, who remained sidelined through the All-Star break with a left calf strain. Damian Lillard did his best to carry the load, dropping 38 points fresh off a 43-point outing the night before. Kyle Kuzma added 21 and Taurean Prince had 19, but the Bucks struggled with turnovers, coughing up the ball 20 times. The Warriors, now 2-2 on their 7-game road trip, sealed the win with a dominant defensive effort, swiping a season-high 16 steals and outshooting Milwaukee by 17 field goal attempts. Butler closed the third quarter with 6 straight points to give Golden State an 89-83 lead, and they never looked back. And here are more results from around the NBA. And now, here's your daily dose of sports lingo. Ever wondered why some boxers seem unstoppable while others crumble after one good hit? In boxing, a glass jaw refers to a fighter who can't take a strong punch to the chin without getting knocked out. It's used to describe someone with weak punch resistance, making them vulnerable in the ring. Some of the biggest upsets in boxing happened because a seemingly dominant fighter was exposed for having a glass jaw. One example, Mike Tyson versus Buster Douglas in 1990. Tyson, known for his invincibility, was rocked and knocked out by the underdog Douglas, proving that even the toughest fighters can have a weak spot. A strong chin can make or break a boxer, but if you've got a glass jaw, well, better keep that guard up. It's time for our off-court buzzer. A fresh look is hitting the court as the PBA Commissioner's Cup semifinals tips off on February 26. Teams will be rocking a brand new league logo, one that ditches the classic red and blue for a striking gold makeover. The updated emblem features a black silhouette of a dribbling player inside the letter B, with a bold 50 in gold below, symbolizing the league's 5-decade journey since its launch in 1975. The official unveiling took place yesterday, led by PBA Chairman Ricky Vargas. The PBA has lined up a year-long celebration for its golden milestone. April 9, the league will announce 10 new names joining its elite 50 greatest roster. From May 2 to 4, a special All-Star weekend in Panabo, Davao del Norte featuring Mindanao-born standouts and a thrilling rookies, sophomores, juniors versus veterans showdown. And on October 5, the grand finale, where 400 to 500 PBA legends from past to present will come together to officially launch Season 50. With the golden season set to shine, this year is shaping up to be one for the history books. And that is our roundup for tonight, the 11th of February. When we return, we've got PVL star setter Jel Cayuna on the show. So watch out for that right here on The Scorecard. Welcome back to The Scorecard. She is one of the PVL star setters, and her story to the top of her sport is truly inspiring. It's one of determination and resilience. And now that she is a star in her own right, Jel Cayuna will also share with us how she remains unbothered to stay focused on her game. Check this out. For this episode of The Scorecard, we are here with one of the best setters in the Premier Volleyball League, a 4-time best setter and former FEU Lady Tamrao. We have with us Cignal HD spiker, Jel Cayuna.
Hello.
Jel, maraming salamat sa oras. Thank you so much. Jel, sa ngayon, number 1 ka sa listahan ng mga best setters in the PVL. Bilang isang player na nanggaling sa Dapitan City, Zamboanga del Norte, naisip mo ba na balang araw, ito yung magiging direksyon ng career mo sa volleyball?
Sa totoo lang, hindi ko talaga naisip na dadating ako sa ganito. Wala lang, parang tinatrabaho ko lang talaga araw-araw. Kahit na may times na yung feeling ko hindi okay kasi minsan, di ba, yung mga napagdaanan ko parang nababash ako, na hindi ako okay, pero ayun, tuloy-tuloy pa rin yung pagtatrabaho ko. Hanggang sa, parang hindi ko na namalayan na andito na pala ako.
Paano ka ba nagsimula sa volleyball?
Elementary ako na ito, 10 years old. Parang sumali lang kami ng kaklase ko. Try ka dyan, tapos yung serve ko before, ganun pa.
Okay.
Tapos pumasok, tapos nung pagpasok, nakita nung coach nung sa volleyball. Kinuha niya na ako, pasok na ako agad. Tapos hanggang sa tuloy-tuloy na, naging love ko na siya.
Were you always a setter or nagsimula ka as a spiker?
Nag-setter ako elementary, grade 5. Tapos high school, nag-spiker na ako hanggang kinuha ko ni Coach Shaq. Tapos tuloy-tuloy na yun.
Si Coach Shaq talaga ang nakadiscover sa'yo.
Apo.
Sa ngayon, ikaw number 1 sa rankings ng best setter sa PVL. Number 2, dati mong teammate sa FEU, si Kyle Negrito. Parang kayong dalawa ngayon, yung pinakamagaling na setters sa PVL. Kamusta naman yung pagkakaibigan yung dalawa, and what's it like na ngayon kayo na yung dalawang pinakamagaling sa PVL?
Ayun, sobrang proud ako kay Ate Kyle kasi kami lang din yung magkakasama sa hirap before sa FEU. Tapos ngayon nakikita namin yung set isa na walang kahit pa paano andun kami sa sa rank 1, rank 2. Sobrang saya lang.
Last February 1, naglaban kayo ng Creamline. umabot ng 5 sets. Gaano kahirap na, alam mo yun, kalaban mo yung dati mong teammate? Gaano kahirap yon at may konting asaran ba? Konting trash talkan ba sa net? Paano ba yun?
Wala namang ganun. Parang ano lang, mahirap lang din kalaban ngayon sila, Dreamline, Ate Kyle, kasi parang ang dami niyang in-improve talaga ngayon eh. Nung siya na yung pumalit kay Ate G. Ang dami talagang nakikita improvement sa kanya. Kaya ayun, talagang nadadala niya din yung mga kasama niya. Kaya hirapan din talaga kami. Pero ano naman din, kaya naman.
Okay, para sa'yo, ano ba ang pinagkaiba ng isang Jel Cayuna at Kyle Negrito?
Pinagkaiba?
Yeah.
Pangalan. Hindi, pero ano eh, medyo same kami na parang attacking setter.
Okay,
Parang
attacking
ganon.
setter. Yes.
Siguro yung pinagkaiba namin yung teammate. Hindi, ano ba? Pinagkaiba. Wala akong maisip eh, kasi parang halos magkaparehas kami ng ano talaga, ng style ba. Baka nagkakatalo lang kami sa kasama. Parang sa teammate. Ano kay Ate Kyle, magaling talaga siya.
For you, sino yung mga opposing setters na pag nakalaban mo or pag nakita mo sa schedule, ito yung makakatapat ko, talagang namomotivate ka na galingan?
Yung mga nasa top teams like Cignal, Petrogas, Cherry, basta yung alam ko yun na yung mga line-up nila, parang ito yung mga stars sa sa before ng college, gano'n. Mga nagkaka-award, yun yung lagi kong pinaghahandaan.
Okay. Dati, nung nakakalaban mo at naging kasama mo pa sa national team si Gia de Guzman, ano yung mga bagay na natutunan mo sa kanya playing against her and syempre bilang teammate?
Yung pagiging niya, parang kalmado lang sa lahat ng nangyayari sa loob ng court. Kahit nga sa outside parang ang galing niya humandle. Tapos very parang matured mag-isip.
Marami kang spikers na naging teammate. Para sa'yo, sino yung mga spikers na yung tipong pag sinatan mo ng bola, alam mong, ay, sure puntos to?
Syempre yung mga teammate ko ngayon. Ishi, Vani, yung mga middle namin at opposite. Lahat naman sila tiwala lang talaga.
Eto, sabihin nating championship point or match point. Sino yung spiker na pipiliin mo?
Hirap na ito. Pero since my experience si Vani.
Si Vani.
Yeah.
Yung improvement ni Vani, sobrang taas, no? From Ateneo days. Ano yung nakikita mo kay Vani sa training na talagang nag-improve yung level ng paglalaro niya?
Ang sipag kasi ni Vani, parang everyday siya nag-overload ng receive. And alam mo yun, parang makikita mo siya everyday na pupunta ng training na may purpose. Parang na may gustong i-improve. And hindi lang yung pupunta ng training para matapos lang yung araw na nakapag-ensayo.
Okay, Jel, bilang isang leader at syempre isa sa mga inabangan talaga ng PVL fans, kanina binanggit mo yung bashing.
Okay.
At syempre hindi maiwasan yun eh. Ikaw, how do you deal with that?
Sa totoo lang ngayon, parang wala na talaga siyang effect sa akin. Kasi nagsimula akong mag-volleyball, college pa lang, parang andun ako, parang ang dami ng babash, gano'n. Parang dun pa lang, parang pinractice na ako sa ganyang sitwasyon. So pagdating ngayon sa pro, parang wala na talaga siyang effect sa akin. And alam ko naman na may result kasi na may result akong nakikita. So bakit ako makikinig sa mga diba? And yun nga, tiwala din ako sa mga coaches ko na kayang-kaya pa akong paanuhin. Improve pa yung mga skills ko. Kaya meron pa talaga akong maipapakita na.
Okay, Jel, ito, huling tanong. Dahil nasa volleyball season na tayo, UAAP, I'm sure ikaw, susuportahan mo pa rin yung FEU. Pwede mo ba ibigay sa amin ang iyong all-time lineup? Lahat ng mga naglaro para sa FEU Lady Tamaraos.
Okay. All-time lineup, syempre yung mga naabutan ko na. Unang-una, outside hitter.
Outside hitter.
MVP.
Okay.
Ito ba isa? Ate Jerly Malabanan.
Malabanan, okay.
Dalawa-dalawa lang ba?
Yes.
Okay.
So, saan tayo? So, dalawang outside na yun. Next.
Sa middle naman. Middle,
Sed Domingo, okay.
Ate Rem, Palma.
Rem Palma, grabe, angas din ni Rem eh.
Opposite naman, opposite. Ate Chin Basas.
Chin Basas.
Matibay din yun.
Okay.
Ano pa ba?
Libero.
Libero, syempre Buding and Ate Kyle at Chelsea. And setter, syempre lalayo pa ba ako? Ate Kyle and ako.
Ito, pinakamahirap ha. Coach.
Coach?
Oo.
Oh. Syempre kasi si Coach Chuck yung nakadiscover sa akin. So,
Anong pinaka-importanting lesson na natutunan mo kay Coach Shaq de Los Santos?
Magkaroon ng disiplina. Kasi ang coaches naman parang ang daming nilang alam, ang daming nilang pwedeng ituro. Pero kung yung player wala kang disiplina, hindi kondisyon yung katawan mo, parang paano mo i-absorb yung tuturo nila? Kung hindi kondisyon yung utak mo, hindi kondisyon yung katawan mo. So, sa pagiging athlete, kailangan mo talaga ng disiplina. Kung may time na magpahinga ka para kinabukasan, all out. 100% yung, kahit training pa lang, nakakapag all out.
Ayan. And on that note, you heard it here from four-time PBL best setter, former FEU, Lady Tamaraw, Jel Cayuna. Jel, maraming salamat sa oras at good luck sa season.
Thank you.
When the scorecard returns, we will look into the upcoming NBA matchups so you can keep your eyes on the prize. Welcome back to the scorecard. It's time to keep your eyes on the prize. We'll break down the upcoming matchups to deliver key insights that might just give you the edge you need to stay ahead of the game. All right, here's the deal. The NBA just hit a major reset, and the Celtics are your champions. But the real question is, who is coming for the throne this season? And more importantly, which division is actually running the league right now? Let's dive in. Simulan natin dito sa Atlantic Division because let's be real, it's been the league's power center for the past few years. You got JT, you've got Brunson, and of course the rising star Tyrese Maxey. But Boston just reminded everyone why they've been the most complete team in basketball. Tatum and Jaylen Brown finally put it all together, and their depth is absolutely ridiculous. But what about the Knicks? Jalen Brunson is playing like a top 10 guy, and they're just a move away from really being dangerous. Philly? Tyrese Maxey is an all-star. And if they make the right moves around him, and if Embiid stays healthy, then they're not going anywhere. Now, let's go to the Northwest Division. The Nuggets are still lurking. Jokic is still Jokic, maybe the best all-around player in the game today, and Denver isn't going anywhere. Minnesota, with Anthony Edwards, they had the best defense in the league last year, and AE is turning into a certified killer. And then, of course, there is OKC, loaded with young talent ahead of schedule and looking scary. SGA is already a superstar. And if you're on a division with the most long-term upside, this is probably the one. Now, the Pacific Division is heating up. The Suns' Big Three experiment with KD, Booker, and Beal is running out of time, while the Warriors just refuse to fade. Their answer? Jimmy Buckets. He's fit right in, scoring 20 in his debut with a 125-111 win over Milwaukee. But the real story, Steph Curry still isn't ready to pass that torch, dropping 38. Suddenly, this team has new life. And then, of course, there is the Lakers, who just made the biggest move of the season. Anthony Davis is gone. It's Luka Doncic's team now, his debut. A 132-113 blowout of Utah. And with LeBron and Luka already building chemistry, highlighted by that fast break dime from Luka to LeBron, the highlights were there. That full-court dime that I just mentioned, the alley-oops, and even Dirk in the crowd watching his former star take over LA. The bottom line, the LA Lakers are rolling, and if Luka and LeBron continue to click, we might be looking at the biggest power shift in the West in years. Let's go now to the Central Division. It's still Giannis's world, and everybody else is just living in it. The Bucks will be in the mix as long as he's there. But beyond them, Cleveland's fun, but they've yet to prove that they belong in this conversation. Indiana is fast, young, and interesting, but we're still in nice regular season team territory. The Southwest, they had potential, but without AD, Dallas is in trouble. The Pelicans, Zion's a wild card. Memphis needs Ja to be locked in. And as for the Southeast, it's Miami and a lot of question marks. So what's the verdict? Boston is still the team to beat. The Nuggets and the Wolves are legit threats. The Knicks and Sixers could shake things up. And if Luka and LeBron continue to figure it out in LA, we might be looking at a real power shift. Either way, buckle up because the league has never felt more wide open, and that's what makes it so fun. And that wraps up tonight's preview so you can keep your eyes on the prize. Before we go, think on this. From an American, libertarian, conservative writer, political commentator, and Pulitzer Prize winner, George F. Will once said, "Sports serve society by providing vivid examples of excellence." And with that, thank you for joining us tonight. We'll see you again tomorrow on The Scorecard, where sports is our business and business is our sport, right here on the Billionaire News Channel. This has been Anton Roxas. Have a blessed evening, everybody. Good night.